Hello, book fans. This is the reading vlog where I tell you about what I read, and I might review it. It might be a review format, or maybe I'm just going to tell you what I read and what I liked or didn't like about it. No big whoop. I was thinking about this. You know what? Let's finish the intro. Hi, this is the reading vlog brought to you by the Officially Unofficial Geek channel. My name is Carrie. I'm the OUG, the Officially Unofficial Geek. And okay, now we've done that. Let's go ahead and get into the truly outrageous thing we're dealing with today. And as I was saying, I was thinking about this earlier. The reading vlog, I don't call it reviews. I think that a lot of things um, that are reviews on YouTube kind of give this feeling that you're reviewing things. Okay, there's nothing wrong with reviewing things on the internet, but I feel like there are so many people out there that review, and sometimes it comes with a feeling that people probably weren't intending, and so I've kind of just started calling these vlogs, and I'm just going to tell you about what I read. And that might have some negative feelings, that might have some positive feelings, maybe a little bit of the both. I mean, I'm going to tell you if I think something sucks, okay? I really am. But I'm not going to be one of those things. It's just, I'm just, this is what I feel comfortable doing. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to tell you about what I read. I'm going to tell you what I thought of it. If you want to view that as a review, that's up to you. But I'm calling it a vlog because that's what I want to call it. Okay? I might hashtag review. I might hashtag vlog. I don't know. But you know what? You know what's really great about all this is my program. This is my channel, and I can do what I please. With love, of course. Anyways, let's get to this. We're going to be talking about something truly outrageous today. And I want to tell you a little bit because the thing is like, this is why I kind of do the vlog thing because I want to tell you a little bit of maybe I have some personal connection to the material, and that's why I'm talking about it in a vlog type of way. Um, because today's vlog is very there is a very big personal connection to me involving what I read. Um, so if I'm like laying it on really thick here, about the whole something being truly outrageous, we're gonna talk about Gem and the holograms. Yes, folks, Gem and the holograms. I am 43 years old. I have nothing to hide. 43 years old. I was a little girl in the early 1980s. And you know why? I just, it's because I was born in 1981. That's why. Oh my God. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about Gem and the holograms that I am quite frankly having a time here. Um, um, so when I was a little girl, I was growing up in the early 80s. You had Barbie, you had G.I. Joe, you had Transformers, and I loved all those things, right? But for me, from an early age, I felt this special kinship and special love for music. Um, You wouldn't know it since I don't do a lot of music reviews on this channel. That might have to change. I should do more music reviews here on the channel. And I would love to. I would love to do more music reviews, but it would broaden my horizons and get me to listen to new stuff, especially since they're just last Friday released a new Snoop Dogg album. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, back together again. Snoop Dogg, Missionary. Been thinking about listening to that one. Um, but yeah, there's been some good music that's come out recently. Tori Amos released a new like live album. But anyway, I digress. Um, I had a special like relationship with music from a very early age, and it wasn't even really anything that was heavily cultivated in me. It wasn't like somebody was like, "Here, you must love music." It was kind of organic for me. Um, and because it was so organic, it was so easy. When something like Gem and the Holograms came along, that cartoon, and then the doll line, guys, I had a bunch of the dolls. Um, it was really kind of just a no-brainer that I was going to be into that series. Um, Produced by Hasbro. Um, you had the car. It was one of those things where it was just like She-Ra, GI Joe, Transformers, where it was like there was the cartoon that complemented the toy series. Okay, and of which I had a ton of those fucking dolls. I had a lot of them. And what's really cool about the dolls is they all came with little cassette singles. You remember cassettes. If you're old enough, you remember cassettes. They came with all these little cassette singles. And I miss my Gem dolls. And because I would listen to those songs, and it was like each doll came with a cassette. And the dolls would correspond with stuff going on in the series, you know? So it was just very special to me and it still is very special to me. Gem and the Holograms, Christy Marks, the woman that wrote most of Gem and the Holograms, um, Samantha Newark, and um, Britta Phillips. Very special to me. What was really cool about Gem, not only did it, um, you know, like build upon my love of music, it also kind of introduced me to, baby's first science fiction. um because the concept of the show was you have Jerrica Benton, who wants to sing with her friends and her sister's band, but she's just not into it. And she can't, like, she's got like a stage fright situation going on. And it's not until they find out that their dearly departed father had developed this program, this holographic, this computer that can produce holographic programming, named Synergy, that she's able to take on the persona of Gem, and Gem becomes the lead singer of the group. So Synergy is this supercomputer that helps them keep this whole thing going, with the use of holograms, hence the name Gem and the Holograms, which nobody caught on to. Like, nobody caught on to that. Anyways, Gem would use her earrings as kind of like the, Showtime Synergy, and she would be Jerrica would be turned into Gem. Whenever Gem wanted to be Jerrica again, it would be Show's Over Synergy, and she would become Jerrica Benton again. So you have antagonistic characters like Eric Raymond and the Misfits, which is basically the antithesis of Band of Gem and the Holograms. And they were fronted by a woman named Phyllis Gabor, who went by the name Pizzazz, and all of her friends that were in the band with her. And yeah, so this is basically the concept. Without getting too much more into it and taking too much time to talk about the show itself, um, that's the premise of Gem and the Holograms. Um, and this was a big part of my childhood. I loved Gem and the Holograms. By the way, I want to tell you guys, like, if you are a flavory a flavored sparkling water person and you have not tried this brand Waterloo, you should. Okay, especially this is the cherry limeade. They have one that's a blackberry lemonade flavor. It is if you are a sparkling water person, this brand Waterloo, check them out. That's an official review. Okay, that's a glowing review. Okay. Anyway, Waterloo. All right. So, God, I miss those dolls, man. They had these dolls that like I had several gem dolls, and I had a Kimber, which is Jerica's sister, plays the keyboard. And like I had like so many gem dolls. I had Jem's boyfriend, Jerica's boyfriend, Rio. I had a Rio doll. I had so many gems. I had so many gems. The gem collection probably rivaled my Barbie collection. I'm going to be real with you. Um, and depending on the clothes, they could sometimes interchange, but not completely. That's one of the things that they did that, depending on one's perspective, either helped or hurt the doll sales because you couldn't interchange easily everything with Barbie. Um, but that's another story for another time to dive into. Um, but they made these these like commemorative collector's edition dolls, and let me tell you, if I was a rich woman, there's all these things where like if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell people, but there'd be signs. One, I would suddenly own a hearse. Two, um I would suddenly, not bitch about money ever again. Three, I would probably buy some of those dolls. Because literally they are expensive, and I can only find you can only find them now on the secondary market, and they are expensive. So a a far cry from what my parents paid for the original dolls. Um, yeah. Every once in a while, you'll see stuff at like flea markets. We went to a flea market like about 6 months back, and they had an inbox gem rocking roadster. Okay, so that's basically the gem mobile. Okay, and it was very expensive. It was very expensive. But yeah, I would love to have some of those again, right amongst all of my Funko Pops. Um, yeah, but anyways, the reason we're here now that I've talked about this almost 15 minutes is because of a reading vlog, right? That's why you're here. So I finally read this. Now, I finally read this. And I've got to tell you, I got it from my Indianapolis Public Library. Thank you very much, Indianapolis Public Library, for having book one. Unfortunately, they don't have book two. And that's upsetting. I have hiccups now. That's upsetting because they have like other volumes, but not book two. They don't have book two, guys, and it's not even on Libby or Hoopla or anything like that. Like the collection that my library has available to it on Hoopla and Libby, that kind of thing, not on there, not at all. So if you have an extra copy and you believe in being truly, truly, truly outrageous, and you can part with that copy, we might have something to talk about. Um, so, what's really interesting and really cool about the way the story starts out is that if you are familiar with the cartoon series, the story starts out with some basic similarities. Um, in the cartoon series, you have Jem and the Holograms getting ready to go up against um, the Misfits in a battle of the bands. Well, here in this book, you have them competing online for the opportunity to go up against the Misfits in a, like, who's the best band, kind of a battle of the bands kind of situation. And so you have that. Oh shit! Let me tell you the logistics of the book before I get too more into it. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about Gem that I totally lost my head. Okay, Gem the Holograms card comic book. This is volume one. It covers issues 1 through 6 of the comic book line, published by IDW Comic Books, and same people responsible for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I believe Christy Marks also wrote some for that one of their cartoon series, but don't quote me on that. And this particular comic book is written by Miss Kelly Thompson. Miss Kelly Thompson, who is recently, among other things, wrote the standalone Scarlet series for the new Energon universe at Image. And art by Sophie Campbell, story by Thompson and Campbell, colors by M. Victoria Roboto, letters by Sean Lee, Tom Lawn, and Robbie Robbins, series edits by John Barber, cover by Sophie Campbell, and collection edits by Justin Eisinger and Alonzo Simon, collection design by Sean Lee. Like I said, IDW, first 6 issues, volume 1. So let me just read the back here for you guys. Meet Jerica Benton, a girl with a secret. She and her sisters Kimber, Shayna, and Aja become Gem and the Holograms. But what happens when they go up against their superstar rivals, the Misfits? Glamour and glitter, fashion and fame collide in Gem and the Holograms. Glamour and glitter, fashion and fame. Gem! Yeah. Okay. I've composed myself again. Anyway, so they're competing for the opportunity to do this concert alongside of the Misfits. And basically, what's happening is they're trying to get Jerica, because they love Jerica's voice, to be comfortable doing the video that's going to be going on YouTube and to become comfortable ultimately being in the show. The problem is Jerica has a horrible, horrible problem with stage fright. Yeah. She has a horrible problem with stage fright, and she Um, just she wants to do it, and she wants to help, because they help raise money for their friends at the Starlight Foundation, which is, also another callback to the series. And she can't do it, and she's really depressed, and she comes across a gift from her father, which is Synergy, a supercomputer that helps her, gives her the earrings, gives her the ability to turn everyone into, including herself, into Gem in the holograms. And they go and they do the video, they get it posted, and they start getting voted. And people are really digging the Gem group, and it looks like they're going to be going up against the Misfits. That's kind of where first part of the story is. I'm gonna not kind of give you more than that, except for I'm gonna tell you that there's some great representation in this book. Something they did not do with the cartoon series, but they did do with the comic book series. Okay. They've made Kimber Benton. She is a member of the LGBTQ community. They've taken Stormer, who is a member of the Misfits, and also made her a member of the LGBTQIA plus community. And they have shipped them together. Hi. That is the cutest thing in the fucking world. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because you have Kimber Benton, who is the keytar, like keyboard keytar player. Okay, see that? That's a keytar. That's what we call a keytar. Okay, and you have her hanging with the keytar player of the Misfits, Stormer. Okay, see that right there? That's Stormer. And I am going to also say that I absolutely fucking love the representation involving differing body types and skin color and nationalities. And Stormer is a plus size gal, and I'm for it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Okay. You've got a little bit of just, body inclusivity, involving the holograms as well. You've got just some really cool shit. Okay. Just what I love is some of the costuming, and how they made it kind of similar, um, in some parts with some characters to the dolls in the series. Like, I'm trying to find a good shot of Kimber, because her costuming is really close to like the costuming for the character in the show, like just especially performance. And it's the costume that, like, the main Kimber doll came with. I'm just trying to find a good shot of that look. Okay, so the best I'm going to come up with, right, besides the cover, is right here. That's very much like the Kimber doll, the main Kimber doll that they made. Um, so that's really cool. Okay. Um, I love some of the designs of the characters, some of them how they've stayed similar, how some of the characters look similar. I love that in this trade they have like the little character profiles in the back. Um, Synergy looks a lot like Synergy did in the cartoon. Um, Stormer and Roxy both have very similar costumes to what they do, like performance costumes for their characters in the TV cartoon, and the dolls, like the main dolls. Um, Pizzazz is the design for Pizzazz is so much similar. Um, like Kimber, Shayna is very similar. Aja is so similar to her design. Gem, it's a little bit different, but it's really cool. It's really cool. Um, yeah, love it so much. Did you guys? Can you guys tell? Can you guys tell that I loved it? Um, uh, it basically takes the basic awesome, story, and it makes it updates it for the time period, um, and it basically takes it and says, here, we're going to do all kinds of different people, all kinds of different body types, and it's going to be great. It's awesome. Look at Stormer. I love it. Look at Stormer and Kimber. Look at that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to show you too much of the interior. Um, and I like how they handled some of the transitions between Jem to Jerica. Um, what's really kind of cute is like that there's times where like you get to the end of an issue, and especially with the history I have with it, where you're like, they had like these transitions in the cartoons that was like, and now back to Jem. And it was just kind of like, I couldn't help but sit there at certain points and just think about like where they would have cut it if it was a cartoon now. And and now back to Jem. Um, See, this is what I mean, guys. There's going to be the reason why I call it a vlog now is because sometimes I life is too short to read stuff that I know I'm not going to like. And I was pretty sure I was going to like this. But anyways, like it's not always going to be like this. I'm sure there's going to be times where I read something and then I'm just let down by it, and I'll tell you guys about that. But I I have a hard time being objective about Gem and the Holograms because of the history that I have there. Um, yeah, I love early 80s cartoons like Transformers, G.I. Joe, Gem. I have the complete series of Gem. I have the complete series of the early She-Ra. I have these things. Um, I have some of the new She-Ra too. Um, the stuff that was on Netflix. Yeah. They also produced that and they put it in stores, and I have that too. Um, yeah. So if you, I'm going to say this again, if you have the second volume of this, and you have one to spare, we might have something to talk about. Let me know in the comments or reach out to me on social media. You know where to find me at officially unofficial geek on Instagram. Um, I really want to read that second. I want to read all of it, honestly. It was so much fun reading this. And that's kind of where I'm going to leave you here. Kelly Thompson has not let me down ever. Okay? Let's be real here. Kelly Thompson has not let me down ever. Ever. Anything I've read by Kelly Thompson, written by Kelly Thompson has not let me down ever. I don't know. Let me think. No, no, Kelly Thompson has never let me down in anything that she's written that I've read. So thank you, Kelly Thompson, for this wonderful, wonderful gift. Thank you. Anyways, that's about it for now. I'm going to stop gushing about Gem and the Holograms and, you know, go do other stuff. I might be doing a Super Geek documentary hour. I've been doing a few of those lately. I don't tell you guys about everything I read or watch. I'm going to be real with you. I feel like maybe I should do kind of a comfort shows having to do with something Christmassy. And I'm gonna marinate on that today and then maybe put something together in a couple days. Tomorrow is a special day. I won't be doing any kind of filming that day. But maybe in the next couple days, I'll put something together, throw it up there so that, you guys can enjoy it up until the holiday. Just, I watch a lot of Christmas stuff because I like to try to get myself in the mood. And yeah. And I watch some weird Christmas stuffs too. So, anyways, guys, that's it for now. You'll see me again. Yeah. Still reading Radium Girls. It's kind of a downer, but it's important. So I'm reading it. Trying to decide now what my next comic trade will be that I read. I got a few finalists. I got a few finalists. I got a few. But I'll figure it out and you'll see me soon. Um, yeah. Uh, I want to kind of close this out. Like, I know there are a few people here that might see this, and um, it's, I've been dealing with some stuff lately, and I don't know if it's necessarily my place to talk about some of the stuff that I've been dealing with here, but I'm doing the best I can. Just hold in there, hang in there with me. And some of the stuff I definitely know is not my place to talk about, and I won't be talking about it here. But um, if you see this and you're going through it, I'm thinking of you. I'm cheering for you, cheering you on. We'll get through everything. And I guess that's it for now for this issue of Reading Vlog Gem and the Holograms Volume 1. Kelly Thompson, Sophie Campbell. Um, so nothing left to do but to say until next time, if you see something, say something. And remember, the complacent never make a difference. So go out there and make a difference. Until next time, I'll be seeing ya. Bye.